I started working at the public library when I was 14 years old. They offered me a job there because I came to the library every single day, so they said you might as well work here. And I loved books and reading so much that I knew that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I love to see the enjoyment on children's faces when they are really excited about a book that I'm reading, or when they feel really successful with a book that they can read on their own. My parents read to me all the time when I was a child. I have wonderful memories of my mom and dad sitting down and reading with me. And so I think that that was one of the driving forces of getting PAC-RAT up and running in our district and our school. And that's why I feel so strongly about that, making sure that children and families have access to quality books that they can read together every night. I try to be a difference maker by building self-confidence in our students as readers. I think that's so important for them to get that spark and to have that self-confidence in themselves no matter where they are as a reader, and to just really build that lifelong love of reading.
Oh, I've been teaching for now 28 years. 25 of those years was in regular education. This job came up where I had some coursework in gifted and talented education, and it fit the profile for me. So I'm very excited and glad that I took on that endeavor. We started VEX Robotics last year at Westwood. I was approached by a teacher at North to start kind of a program in the elementary that would bring these students up to North where they could start getting a higher level VEX robotics. It's been very good for the students, and it's been very empowering. We had all three of our teams get to the state tournament last year, and it was kind of nice to see them at that level, so at the highest level, and reach their goals. You know, we're doing a lot of our work online, whether it's games, whether it's ReadWorks, whether it's Common Lit, things where students can be empowered to do as much as they want online at home, and to get as much out of their education as possible.
So I started working for the school district when my kids were in school. I did daycare until, well, they were little, and then when they went into school, I started working. In the morning, we like to bake at Westwood because it makes everything smell so good, and then the kids come for breakfast. They really smell, and they're like, what are we eating? What are we eating? So we give a selection of 3 fruits and 3 vegetables every day, and they can choose what they want. My dad passed when I was just 9 years old, and so my mother always, every day I'd come home from school, there was something fresh baked, and always it was big meals. It was your protein and your vegetables and your fruit and a salad and milk, and it was just the way I was brought up. It was the way things were. I love the kids, and I want them to feel like they're the most important. Everybody in my kitchen, we all have the same goal, and everybody loves them because they're their own. This is home, welcome home. I think there are many kids that don't get that family at home, and so they get that here. They get that here. Tell me about your day. Yeah, they're important to me.
I come from a long line of teachers, and so I think I saw that as a great way to spend your life working with kids. I remember being at my grandma Dolores' house up in Browerville, Minnesota, playing school, and just really loving that. And one of the things that she told me as a little girl was, remember, not everyone lives at your house. Just in her way telling me to just understand that not everyone has your life experience, and that you should be open to that. And when I had my own children, we live in a neighboring district, and I really wanted them to come to St. Cloud with me because I loved the diversity that St. Cloud has, and also the opportunity being a bigger district. One of our administrators, Janet Knoll, coined the phrase the Westwood Way. We had 4 things. If we could just do 4 things really well, it would make our lives here at school better. So to be safe, be kind, be a positive learner, and be your best. And so we teach the kids exactly what that means in each area of the school. And the kids have really grabbed onto that. The staff has really adopted the Westwood Way, and it's just really meaningful to see the change. You know, our kids come to us with such different stories and different backgrounds. Seeing kids seeing the good in each other, because we are all about reinforcing positive choices. And so coming here and looking at adults that just are seeing the good in them and encouraging those positive behaviors. It's a good place to be.
I am Westwood.
I am Westwood.
I am Westwood.
I am Westwood.